Okay guys, so now we are back for the next part, which is going to be putting it together. And I am joined by a special guest.
Hello.
That's Phil from Servisslimline. He's here today helping for the putting it together. So all the parts are now nice and clean. And they look shiny, shiny, shiny.
They do actually, yeah.
So I've got the motor seal. That is now clean, so that can go back onto that part of the motor. This is the top cover for this bearing.
Have you ever put WD-40 in the motor bearings before?
Only the lithium grease.
Right, because I've actually put when I do washing machines, I
Yes.
put WD-40 in the motor bearing.
Yes.
And that actually does smooth it out a little bit.
It does, definitely, because that's what I use for getting them sort of like started.
Yeah.
And it really does work, and it lasts pretty well.
Yeah. I've never put WD-40 grease in there, but normal WD-40.
I find that normal WD-40 seems to dry a lot quicker than using the lithium grease.
Right.
The lithium grease one, it was just a recommendation, to be honest. So I've put some normal grease onto the top bearing there. I'll make sure I clean it off with a cloth, any residual, because you don't want it slippy for the belt, obviously. And what I'm going to do is get my little sanding block, and I'm just going to just very quickly rough it up a little bit to get any crud off it, which is what you can do to your Kirby.
Oh right, yeah. Probably has got a bit like that. Yeah.
And that will help with grip for the belt.
Ah.
You know, because you're talking about the Kirby belts being shiny.
Yes.
Whereas this will just give you, because the belt I have for this one, it's not as shiny as that one, but it's that same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's very, very easy to do. I got this from the pound shop, and that just works a bit better. Okay, so I've got the base here. It's all about the base. And
have you polished this bit then?
No, not yet, no.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I did clean it up, and I got as many of the marks off as I can. But I'm just use the polish on it. I do, yeah. But because I'm using this super hard pad for the polishing, it gets rid of it all.
Oh, fair enough. Makes sense, yeah.
I'm just going to pop that in to see. Excellent. Now I'm going to marry up the bottom. So I need this pot of, this pot underneath here just to hold it up for me a bit better. There we go.
Doing something like that with a machine now, because
these are really tough.
Are they really? Because it's one of the machines you look at and you think, if I took that apart, I reckon every single screw mounting would just snap.
The plastics on these are so tough.
Bits in there and all that.
Yeah. These were really advanced for their age and quite underrated. Because everyone, because Hoover was around at the same time, but these were more advanced because these are a clean air machine rather than a dirty fan, so you get more suction out of it.
50 something.
This is a 502.
502.
And the other one I did before this was the 502S, which was in cream, but this is the avocado green.
Is it just the colour that makes the S then? Or?
Probably, yeah. There could be some motor changes or something. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but that's pretty much it. So let's get, this is what I call the jigsaw piece, and that is what holds the cable in. Now, I need to put the seal on. Just follow it all the way around. Popping it into place as you go around. Making sure that you've got it tucked in well with the motor. Now, before you say anything, the piece of felt for this side was missing. I thought I'd lost it, but when I went back over the footage, it wasn't there when I took it apart. So initially I thought I dropped it or sucked it up with the Henry, but I hadn't. It just was not. It was missing. Doesn't make much difference. If I come across another piece, a spare piece, then I'll just open it up and pop it on. It won't take long to do. So now I need to connect up the motor. I've had a couple of comments from people about removing the suppressor for this. I haven't, because, well, to be honest, the suppressors which are in the handle are the older style, which are like a papery wax kind of thing. These ones seem to be a lot better, so I haven't bothered to remove the suppressor or the board on here. It's not that difficult to do. It does take some soldering and wiring and this, that and malarkey, but I've just left it on because there's no real need for it. So there we go. So we got the motor on, we got the wires connected up. We are ready for the next stage, which is putting this on, which is the motor cover. It's come up really clean. There we go.
That wire's not stopping it, is it?
Ah, yes, I can see that. Oh, and it's come off as well. Good thinking, Batman. Oh, I know what I've done. Okay. Yeah. We're in, said the bishop to the vicar.
It's got torque as well.
Yeah, I bought the torque head for it.
Didn't know. Good, man.
Oh, you little monkey. I've got you under my skin. I've got a long nose thingy-majig here.
Not your magnetic one?
Let's try it. Yes. And the washer.
There's a washer on as well.
Good thinking, Batman. Is the camera still looking okay on it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I've done it again. Okay, so now I'm going to put the foot pedal on. And just put in the foot pedal brackets on it. I just noticed that that one is just slightly out of line. There we go. Now, the springs to hold the beastie on. Really simple, really easy.
Yeah, they look it.
Right, let's plug it in and test it. You know the safety thing on it?
Yeah.
It's chipped. Right. Go. That sounds really good. So the next thing I have to look at here is the brush rail. Right, let me get my vacuum. There's no need to be stripping these. I've got my Singer oil, which I just drop in. Whoop. Bit too much there. My belt. I normally do this before I put that cover on because it can be a bit of a bitch to get the belt on. There we go. Let's put... There's still plenty of tight grip on this.
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent. Now we can put this on. And pull that around. They are just so simple to work on. These are really nice machines to work on if you're not familiar with them.
So So if say you're a first time doing this, is this what you'd start with?
Knowing what I know now, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what I haven't done.
Bumper.
Yep. I've got to put the bumper on because that fits around the bumper. What a nutter. It's easier if I just take this off, otherwise it gets in the way. Yeah, I would recommend these as a first time because they're just really lovely to work on. Very, very robust machines, really good performance. Nice clean air system on it, so it's not so hard to clean them up. They're pretty simple. The motors, though, that's the bad thing. You can't refurbish strip the motors.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't dare.
No.
It's like I have another one which is a turbo, an exclusive one from some store or wherever, and I tried what I normally do with the motors,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. The bearings are gone.
Right.
So I'm not even going to bother try and fix it. I'm just got a replacement from a donor machine. Perfect.
17 minutes that's taking to get to this stage, and then it'll probably take you 10 minutes if you weren't filming.
Yeah.
I do appreciate things like this when they're so easy to work on.
Yeah, me too. I love these machines, and you know, I am absolutely no expert. I just fudge along with these and just, you know, just have some fun.
Yeah.
And I love working on these. But when I first got this machine and the other machine, I didn't have the knowledge or the confidence to take these apart to the motor. So I cleaned them up, and you know, when I repaired things on them, but I didn't have the confidence to fully strip it. No way.
Yeah. Well, you build up to that, don't you? You know?
So, can the camera see the bag?
No. Bear with.
So this is the paper bag that's in it. So I'm going to take the paper bag out. It's remained relatively clean in there, but yeah, I bought these when I first started doing the channel, and they end up smelling disgusting.
Yeah. What are they anyway? Like just...
Lavender bags, like a powdery lavender. So this is the sponge that fits around here to try and put some seal on it when you're putting the paper bags on.
Right.
But I'm not going to be using the paper bag. I will be using my SIBO bag hack. These are the fake SIBO bags.
Direct replacement, pretty much.
Yep, and they fit on like that. Nice and tight.
Much better, because then over time all that's going to do is deteriorate.
Exactly. And the cardboard kind of stretches on it as well.
Right.
So it doesn't last forever. So I have one little hack. If you want to make sure it's very tight, it's with a piece of duct tape, and just roughly get it and put it around.
Ah, I see. So you're making that hole a bit tighter.
Yeah. I mean, it would fit on there, but you know, if you want to be extra secure,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
and you only need it to go around only once, because well, this hasn't gone all the way. It doesn't matter as long as it just gives.
Most of it, yeah.
It just gives an extra grip, as you can see. That ain't going anywhere. So, yeah, definitely.
It really is, you know.
I'm going to put a different air freshener in it because I hate those air fresheners, these horrible bags. Now this I added on.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that standard? It looks.
You know, on my
it
car.
fits really well.
You know, on my car.
Yes.
It's that.
Yeah, because you can get aftermarket and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's this stuff.
I've got to say, it does fit really well.
And because
really
it's like
does.
I've had it on my car now for 3 years, and it hasn't discolored or come off.
No.
So it's really, really good stuff.
What is this? A 70s model, is it?
Yes.
Definitely makes it look more period.
It does. It does. So I've done it with some of them, but I haven't done it with all of them. But I will do it with the rest of them because I have this.
It looks fantastic. I've got to admit.
I mean, there are some purists who don't like it, and there are some people who think, "Oh wow, I never knew it came with that. That must be a special one." I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's a hack.
Yeah, I think it really suits it.
Now I don't want to be losing this sponge or chucking it away, so I'm just going to tuck it up there. It's not going to cause any issues. So if I ever do sell it and people do want to use the paper bag, then they can. Right. Let's plug it in. And let's give it a go. Let me get a little bit of gay sand. And let's try it again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get Phil to take you off the tripod and hold you. Okay, so let's have a close-up. That's pretty good.
It really is, yeah. I thought I still saw some being agitated out, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I can still see some tiny little pieces, but that was just, you know.
There is one tiny little bit somewhere. I did just see it.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah.
But still, just one sort of like quick pass.
Yeah.
It does a really good job.
It does.
Right.
You never really notice it anyway. So.
No, exactly. So the only thing left to do now with this is the polishing. So what I'm going to do is tidy up, clear everything away, get all my polishing stuff out, and I'll put it on fast forward for polishing. Okay guys, there we go. Look at that avocado green shine like the top of the Chrysler building. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, it's nice.
Do you ever remember seeing a bathroom that was this colour?
Yeah, mine.
What, now?
No,
Oh.
before it was done up.
Ah.
We had avocado green sink, toilet and bath.
Look at that shine. So it hasn't taken off. I mean, there's still some deep scratches on it and this, that and the other. But that's part of its age. But it just looks really lovely and shiny to use. and it sounds really, really good. Oh yes, and I have forgotten to put this on, so don't worry. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go, I got it on. It's back on. So yeah, there we go. And it's got its nice...
Motion detected at the front door.
It's got its nice modern bag on it, sealed in, so that won't leak any dust. And the next thing we're going to be doing with this now will be a full demonstration. Unfortunately, the whistle on this doesn't work, unfortunately, but there's not much I can do about that. Sometimes they just go. But it does work really, really well, which you will see in the demonstration. So there we go, guys. This is my Electrolux 502 Avocado 1970s nightmare. All done and polished. So on behalf of Phil,
Hello,
from servisslimline, whose details of this channel will be in the video description here, go and subscribe to Phil, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.